highway, Sheridan Ford. I'm telling you, I get excited when I come down here. I've bought 2 vehicles from you guys, and I can't be more pleased. Before we get into talking about vehicles, why I say I can't be more pleased is the service I get after the sale, David. That's so important.
That's our main goal here at Sheridan Ford is customer service. When we sell you a car, we don't forget about you. We follow up, and then hopefully you service your car here in our service department, and we keep the relationship alive.
Yeah, when I say that is I'm amazed because sometimes I come home and I got a message on the answer machine. Nobody ever calls me, so when I go over and I listen to it, it's your service department calling me, reminding me, hey, it's time for this, it's time for that, or we got a special going. You guys are very active in taking care of that customer, and I would just want to push that out there because we're going to talk about today in the show one of the vehicles I bought here, and you guys are constantly reminding me, hey, you need this, you need that.
Yeah, we feel that it's very important to follow up with our customers, and we have a database of everyone's information. We'll even call you on your birthday, Tim. We might be the only one that wishes you happy birthday.
And I get those, yes, I do.
So, and our general manager calls you too, and thanks you for the sale, thanks you for the service. It's a really good organization.
Yeah, and they really, and when you're talking about that, I just want to put that out there because when you're talking about that Sheridan name, that comes with Sheridan. I mean, Joe always talks about $300 or less, but there's a lot more to it than just that.
Well, yeah, I mean that's our goal. Obviously, price is very important, but this customer service aspect is number one. You can buy a car anywhere, you can buy a truck anywhere. Joe Sheridan's been here for 30 years. People know him. They come in because they know they're going to get a great deal and get treated well.
Yeah, and when you're talking about that, it's not just personal vehicles. I want to get that because I bought a personal vehicle here, but I've also bought company vehicles here. I mean, and I bought a couple of those over the years, and I mean, I can't be more satisfied.
Yeah, when you think of Ford, a lot of times you think of their main line, like the Ford Fusion, the F-150, obviously the best truck in the world. But we also have, cargo vans and big trucks and things of that nature. And so today we wanted to spotlight a couple of those.
Yeah, and you got a whole fleet department. I mean, so it doesn't matter if you're a small company, large company, but you can accommodate people.
A lot of businesses in the area are driving the Transit Connect that we offer.
Yeah, and when you're talking about that Transit Connect, who's going to talk about it today?
Rob Wolf, one of our top salesmen here, really good guy, knows his vehicles inside and out. He's going to spotlight this for you and go over the in and out of it.
Yeah, before we go to Rob, I want to also remind everybody there is a website you can go to and see, it's very important we get that out there.
Yeah, number one, you can go on there and pretty much do your entire shopping from home or work if your boss will let you. You can even look at our handsome pictures online too. But you can do everything except take delivery.
Meaning that is you can fill out the applications. It's all there for it. Makes life easy when you pull onto the lot and you know what you want. You get on there and you pick out the color and everything else. You guys got the car detailed and ready to roll.
Yeah, you pick out the vehicle, do a credit application. You can even get your trade appraised. You come in here, basically test drive the car, make sure it fits what you wanted, and then take delivery.
Yeah, and when you talk about taking delivery, I took delivery of one of these over here. It's been about 2 years now, and I can't be more pleased. I don't get to drive it much because my brother-in-law, he's my camera guy. He won't give it up, but because he loves it. I mean, it's just a great vehicle.
It is a great vehicle, Tim. Once again, good to see you, buddy. When you think of Ford, one word really comes to mind. It's versatility. They have every vehicle for everything you could ever need under the sun, and this Ford Transit Connect shows it right here.
Yeah, when you're talking about that Ford Transit, because I want to get into it, because he reminds me all the time, because I say, I like that big box truck and everything else, but he reminds me all the time, the amount of money we save in just gas makes the payment on this.
Yes, and not just the gas, but the ease of parking it, driving around the city. It can go anywhere. It's not overly big, but the space inside is great.
Yeah, and when you're talking about space inside, Dave does his Vanna White impersonation as he always does for us. I mean, good-looking vehicle, but you got different things that you can do in the back of this. Racks.
Yeah, there are racks and bins. There are actually vehicles that actually have second rows of seats. They actually have a taxi cab model in this vehicle as well.
Oh, I didn't realize that because I thought, but you see these. What ticks me off is you see so many of them on the road now. When I got it, it was a unique vehicle, but today, I mean, you're seeing more and more companies, especially bigger companies, fleet departments, just they're putting these on the road, and there's a reason for it. It's the gas, it's the dependability. And the nice thing about it is you got a little power there too.
Yeah, you do. Believe it or not, it's a 4-cylinder engine, but they're doing a lot more with a lot less than they used to back in the day, and it's a front-wheel drive vehicle, good in any weather, and it can haul up to almost 2,000 pounds in the back. So I mean, it's very versatile.
Yeah, and when you're talking about it, let's talk about, because your basic model. I mean, what blew my mind is when I went to buy it. price-wise. I mean, you look at the F-150 and pickup trucks and vans and stuff. This is priced to sell.
It is. It has a sticker price starting around $22,000, and you minus all the incentives that are out there. It's just a great deal. And you'll see a lot of people, like, say, a florist, a bakery, any type of delivery, whether it be pizza or anything, even a small hardware business, this is perfect for them.
Yeah, especially when you talk about delivery business, because you mentioned it, that parking availability, because you don't never know where you're going to be delivering to. You could take this right into the city and pretty much find a place to park.
That's right. And in business, time is money, and you got to get in and get out. And this vehicle allows you to do that. And I don't know if you just saw or not, but my cohort over here, David, is 6'6" and gets right in and out of that vehicle, no problem.
Yeah, and I'm not quite as tall as David, and neither is Jimmy, but we're both 6'3", and we have no problem getting in and out of it. And the comfort of the ride, I want people to know it's like driving. He's got that car drive, if you would.
It really does. It's actually very nimble, and it's very safe on the road as well. Let's not forget about that.
Yeah, and that's what Ford is always pushing, the safety within the vehicle and everything else. Great vehicle. You can't go wrong with it. And I didn't realize it when you talk about more passengers. Maybe instead of a van, you want one of these.
Yeah, it gives you another option. Like I said, the Trans Connect is a great vehicle for what it is. It's a small, great little utilitarian device that'll get you from A to B, no problem, with stuff in the back.
Taxi cab as well. So that really shocked me.
That's it right there.
Yeah, but if you want to go a little bit bigger, versus going brand new, you guys don't get this too often, Dave. I'm telling you, Ron, when you're talking about this right here, you got to love that this was traded in.
It's something that you rarely ever find, a 2010 E150 cargo van with 28,000 miles. And it's like new. It's too new to be called used, to be honest with you. And if you look inside, the bins are already in there. It's ready to go.
Yeah, because I saw this, and when I saw it, I told my brother-in-law, I said, if I would have saw this, we'd be driving this versus that. He said, no. He said, think about the gas. So, but if you need a bigger vehicle, and this one, if you're a company out there, this is fully equipped, Ron. I mean, it doesn't get any better than this.
Well, I can tell you, when it comes to a vehicle like this, it has a certain niche. Whether you're a plumber, a contractor of some sort, this is your office. You make your money out of here. And when it's set up, ready to go, as this one is, it's money in your pocket.
Yeah, and I'm looking at it because it's got the cage, and so you break into the front of it, you ain't getting into the back of it. I mean, so you're well secured as well.
Yeah, that's also another safety feature Ford implemented in case there might be an accident of some sort. It keeps the things in the back from flying into the front.
Well, I never thought of that end of it. So that's a great way to look at that too, not just for protection and keeping people out of it, but just to save the driver and the passenger up front. But this one's set up. It's ready to roll.
It is. That's why Ford is the best-selling vans for years. The vans are right up there with the trucks.
Yeah. Now, if you were coming down here and didn't want the pre-owned one like you got here, where you're going to save a lot of money, 28,000 miles and not even broke in. But if you wanted a new one, I can get this equipped like this on the lot here?
Yes, you can. And they also come in passenger vans as well, up to 15 passengers. So churches and community services organizations, they use them all the time. And it's great.
Yeah, and this one is just, I didn't get a chance to look in the front end of it because this one, I noticed that when I was looking, it has the leather seating inside of it, which whoever bought this really wanted a great van, and I can't believe they've already traded in for a newer one. This was practically, like Dave said, it's too new to call used at this point.
That's right. Just like at your office, you probably have a nice, comfortable chair, answer your phone, do your work. Same thing up front here. This is an office for somebody else.
Yeah. So if you got a business out there, plumbing, electrical, or anything like that, and I look at these guys that install, because they subcontract these cable installers today. If you're out there and you're doing that, you need a new vehicle. You don't have to pay the high dollars because this one's under $20,000.
Yeah, right off the bat, and still has warranty, which is great, and that's a wonderful thing.
Yeah, because when you're talking about that, because that reminds me to bring up, the Ford certified plan, if you would, Dave. I mean, does this fall under that?
We did not certify this vehicle. The certified program, though, is a 7-year, 100,000-mile warranty. This one's under the 5-year, 60,000-mile warranty from Ford.
Yeah, so you still got the brand new vehicle warranty on this one as you take it off the lot. You don't have no worry in the world.
Oh, absolutely. Went through our service department, over 100-point inspection. You can see the tires are like new. it's in immaculate condition.
Yeah, so if you want to save a lot of money, now if I was coming down here and wanted to buy this brand new, I know, I'm looking at $15,000 of that.
Oh yeah, definitely well over $30,000, and especially the way it's equipped already.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So you're looking at that. It's just an absolutely gorgeous vehicle. Ron, your chance, because I know you've been down here a long time, and you take care of people when they come down here. You always greet them. You know your customers. You take care of your customers. If folks are looking for a vehicle, tell them to come down and check you out.
Yeah, please. Any of your family, friends, anybody, come on down to Sheridan Ford. I'm Robbie Wolf. That's Dave Willis. We'll take good care of you.
Yeah, because I know Robbie does a fantastic job. But Dave, there's so much more. Before we get into showing some more vehicles and everything else, I want to remind people, just like this was coming in on a trade-in. But if you're driving something and you want to get rid of it, you got two vehicles or whatever the case might be, you guys buy cars.
Yeah, myself or Tim Sheridan will appraise your car anytime. Just bring it in. We'll put a number on it, and if we come to an agreement, we'll cut you a check. It's just that simple.
Yeah. So if you're looking to get rid of an automobile, maybe you got two of them, and the economy changes on a daily basis anymore, it seems, and maybe you want to get out from underneath the payment or whatever the case might be. That's one of the ways to do it. Is just bring it in here and let you guys give an appraisal and get a check right there versus running ads, waiting on people to come see it and they don't show up.
We're very easy, no pressure. If we come to an agreement, it's very simple. I'm going to show you something in a little bit, and you're not going to believe what somebody just sold us last week.
I love the color of this. I was walking down as we were walking up to it. I'm looking at as the sun reflects on it. Kind of turns, kind of a yellowish orange when you look at it when the sun hits it. I mean, this is a great color, but new car. What is this?
Well, if you've heard of the Fiesta before, this is the Fiesta on steroids. It's the Ford Fiesta ST. It's a sports car. It's got the Mustang Recaro seats in it. It's manual, and this thing can move.
Yeah, I'm sitting there looking at it. Rob, you got to love this. I mean, this is going to be a great selling automobile for the young people out there.
Oh, it's fully customized right from the door. The engine, it's a 1.6-liter EcoBoost turbo engine. The performance is there. It's a 6-speed manual transmission. It's got Recaro racing seats already in it. The bigger Brembo brakes, the nice wheels and tires, spoiler on the back, ground effects. It's ready to go.
So if you have a need for speed, this has got it?
No, we do 55 miles an hour on the highways here, Tim, but it could possibly do it if you wanted to.
Yeah, but it's amazing me how they can get power in a vehicle today.
Yes, and talking about getting power into a vehicle, let's look at this. My man, 6'6", in a Ford Fiesta. Nobody thinks it could ever be done. Show him some versatility, Dave. See if you can remove the front seat, but you don't have to.
Yeah, because and the rear seat's still there. So, and you're talking. Dave's not, he's not only tall, he's a big man, and he's in there comfortable.
Yes, he can get right in, get right out, no big thing. There he is.
Yeah, so that just shows you something right there. Because and then I want to show that because while you were there, there's still leg room in the back end if somebody wants to jump in there. I mean, so you got 4 passengers easy in there.
Oh, it'll seat 4 comfortably, and there's space in the back to put your luggage.
Yeah, so you got a great looking vehicle. I mean, I love the color of it. It's sported out, and it's a 6-speed. That's unheard of. It's in a small engine like that. So you got a lot of power, and then when you get on, you're going to save a lot of gas when you get on the highway.
Oh, absolutely. Some people they drive A to B, and that's fine, and that's normal transportation. This vehicle's for somebody that is a driving enthusiast that wants to enjoy themselves every time they drive, and that's the performance it's going to give you.
It's a performance car. It's a show car, too. If you want to get into those car shows, you don't have to do nothing. Buy it and go get in one.
Put a little tire shine on it, bring it in, and have fun.
Yeah, because I'm telling you, I love the color of that. What do you call that?
Molten orange metallic.
Molten orange metallic, okay. Because when the sun hits it, it's got kind of gets a yellow, into it as well. Gold, if you would. I mean, it's a nice color. They can do wonders with all things, paint, engines, interior. I mean, this was ready, Dave.
Well, Ford right now is at the top of their game with all the styling and design on all their models, and it's really, really fortunate for us to be able to have a vehicle like this to compete with other makes and models of sporty cars. Yeah,
and gas mileage, right off the top of your head, you got an idea?
On the highway, you're probably going to get around 35 miles to the gallon with that car.
Yeah, so you're going to save a lot. If you got a young one out there that wants that fancy car, that sports car, this is it. It's a sports car all the way, but yet at the same time, a sedan with 4 doors.
Absolutely.
And you can get Dave inside of it. That's the amazing thing. So, he get in there, I can get in there and drive. We're going down the road. So, doesn't matter about your size. The new Ford Fiesta is on the lot. This is 2014, correct?
You got it, buddy.
Yeah, but that ain't all we got. The F-150's #1 selling pickup truck, has been for 26 years. Let me show you what's kept set up with it right now. Sheridan Ford on the Kirkwood Highway will remind you about that before I tell you about what's catching up with the F-150. And when you talk about sport utility vehicles, a lot of people are doing that versus the pickup truck, which is making a lot of people come up, and here's the Escape. I mean, I've seen them on the road, but is this a new design or what? I mean, it just looks different.
This is actually it's a 2014. It's a second model year like this. It's one of the best-selling vehicles Ford has right now, and it covers all kinds of versatility. I keep going back to that word, but it does. It goes from anywhere from a front-wheel drive to an all-wheel drive to a 2-liter turbo to a 2.5-liter naturally aspirated engine. There's leather interior, moon roofs, anything you want. Navigation, it has it.
And color. I mean, I'm looking at that. I love the red color here on it. I mean, it's got to be my favorite as we walk down through here. And the nice thing about it is I don't have to wait. And you come down here, look at this. I mean, I want one with fancy wheels. I don't have to wait. I don't have to order. It's you. If you don't have it here, it ain't made. Because I'm telling you, what a line of them.
You're absolutely right. If you look around at our inventory, we are ready to sell. We got plenty of makes, models, and the colors you want. You don't have. It's one-stop shop. It's right here.
Now, as far as this goes, this is a sport utility. I would say mid-size sport utility vehicle, or because like it four-wheel drive, two-wheel drive, whatever you want on it. I mean, it's here.
Oh, it absolutely is. And like I said, there's like 3 different models of this vehicle, 3 different engine choices. You get, like I said, leather, moon roofs. Any option you would want is available in this vehicle, even like backup cameras as well.
Yeah. Now, when you're talking about that, you talk about the motor size. Depending on what you want that vehicle to do for you. I mean, that's what it boils down to. Because if you go to the smallest motor, you still got a lot of power and strength. It's amazing to me what they can do. The old 6-banger that we used to have back in the days, it is nothing compared to the Ford that they do today. I mean, when you talk about horsepower, I mean, they can put a lot of horsepower in a small motor.
Yeah, they can, but they do it efficiently, so your gas mileage is outstanding.
Yeah. So, and when you're talking about it, you're starting, gas mileage, in these, you can go from what to what?
Oh, you go anywhere. This white one right here is an S model with a 2.5, and it can get like 34, 35 miles a gallon on the highway if you're driving correctly. If your last name's Earnhardt, maybe 32.
Yeah, but when you're talking about it, color-wise, it's all here, and then interior. I mean, what do you want inside of it?
Oh yeah, like I said, it's great cloth interior. It sounds kind of cheesy, but it's the truth. The cloth interior has gotten a lot better in the last 10 years. It's stain resistant, more durable, and then the leather's outstanding.
Yeah, because they've learned over the years that every year that they produce something, they're adding new. And when you talk about it, because I get completely confused with it, but I see these people with their phones, and they ain't got their phones in their hands or nothing else. And because it's stuck on a steering column and all. I mean, it's there. I mean, the Bluetooth technology is far advanced inside of Ford.
Well, yeah, Ford has done that. And they've done it for a couple years now. And the reason why they do that, they want to keep your eyes on the road. You program your phone to the car. It's got voice command navigation. You hit a button, you talk to it as you're looking down the road and you're driving.
Yeah, so you don't have to worry about it. If you want to find where you're going, you don't have to pull over and punch it all in. You can just say, "Hey, I'm looking for whatever." You
can just talk to it. It'll know your commands.
Yeah, so it doesn't get any better than that. That's the Ford Escape. When you talk, and then you can step up to the bigger models. I mean, it doesn't matter what you're looking for, whatever your needs are, Wolfie. They have it here for you. I mean, and you got to love selling Fords today. I mean, it's what a lineup.
We have the freshest lineup out of any manufacturer in the world right now. And the proof is in the pudding, and we're selling a lot of them.
Yeah, so if you're looking for that great economy sport utility vehicle, you owe it to yourself. And I'm not saying come down here and buy one. Come down here and test it out. Now, let Wolfie show you exactly what you got, and and I promise you will buy one.
Oh, I tell you what, it's a great organization. It's fun to work here. I'm proud to be a member of this team, and we have a great product lineup as well.
Yeah, when you're talking about that, if you don't want to step new, I see Dave over there, and he's ready to show us some pre-owned automobiles. So we're going to go take a look at that. One more time, Rob. Tell everybody to come down and see you.
Come on down and see Robbie Wolf down here at Sheridan Ford. We will treat you great.
If you're looking for a vehicle and you don't want to buy brand new, this one looks brand new. I can't believe how you got this.
Well, like I mentioned earlier, I was going to show you something special. This vehicle was purchased off the street. It wasn't traded in. The customer saw our ad, realized that we are a buyer for clean cars, went to a Toyota store, went to another store I don't want to mention, then came here and we gave him the best number, left extremely happy, and we're even happier to have this in our inventory now. It's a 2012 Toyota 4Runner with 24,000 miles.
And the nice thing about it is you pass that savings on to the customer. That's the nice thing about it is, you go to a Toyota store and try to buy this, it's going to cost you a lot more than what you're going to get it at a Ford store.
We have this online right now for $34,988. This vehicle, brand new, is in the mid to high 40s.
Yeah, I saw it. It's clean. I mean, when I ask you, what kind of deal can we do? Because this is a good-looking vehicle, and a lot of people want to drive these and can't afford it because you go to, like I said, go to Toyota, price it out there. You're going to find the best price with the amount of miles. Compare it apple to apple. I always tell people when you're looking at it, apple to apple, this is the best buy in town right now.
Well, absolutely, and I can tell you one thing about all of our vehicles. If you go to our website at SheridanFordSales.com, you will notice that we have specials on pretty much every vehicle. We price these vehicles to sell, and if you compare them to other dealerships, I guarantee we're lower.
$300 or less. I mean, that's Joe guarantees that, and he throws a fit if you aren't. So that's the nice thing about it. And when you're talking about pre-owned, because we're here at the Ford, but we want to show you versatility, and it's not necessarily Ford that you guys sell on a pre-owned. You get a lot of different trade-ins, people coming in, and you put those cars back on the market.
We had a customer recently buy a 2014 Fusion, traded in the 08 Honda Accord, 60,000 miles, and this is online for $14,988.
14 under 50 Ford Honda. So and there again, apple to apple, you're not going to find it. $300, it's going to be less than anybody else.
And on this vehicle too, if you're looking for a nice payment car, something around $300 a month, you're right there with this vehicle.
Yeah, I might be talking to you before the day's over with. I was just talking to my wife, and she said something about getting another car. Here's one right. What a steal this is! Under $6,000.
So you've seen all of our new vehicles, right? And then we showed you a $35,000 Toyota, a $15,000 Honda. We also have inexpensive vehicles like this one, $59,888. It's a 1999 Pontiac Grand Prix GT with leather and sunroof. And this car is in immaculate condition. Went through the same inspection in our shop, and the technicians couldn't find anything wrong with it, so we placed it out here, and someone is going to get a great deal.
Under $6,000, that is unbelievable. I mean, you can't buy that on a used market, from going to somebody's house. I mean, that's just unreal.
You would be hard pressed to find this on someone's lawn or at the grocery store advertised where you can get it at this price.
Yeah, and leather sunroof, like you said. But here you're talking about a great deal. I mean, this. I've become a Mustang fan, but when they redid the Camaro and brought that back out, I mean, and this one, this is good. I mean, I love it.
Well, yeah, this is a 2011 Camaro SS. It's the top of the line. It's loaded with everything except navigation. Everything except nav. $28,988 online. This car's $40,000 new or more.
And you got it under $30,000 right here, right now. And I'm looking at the inside of it. It's got the two-tone leather. Well, when they did it, they came out because they had to compete with that Ford Mustang. I mean, no ifs, ands, and buts about it. You guys were killing everybody with the Ford Mustang, so they came out with the Camaro to compete with it. And this one here, this is a limited special edition. You can tell by looking at it, the striping and all.
Oh yeah, absolutely. I mean, the Camaro and the Mustang, they battle. And the good thing about having some used Camaros, if a customer comes here to compare a Camaro versus a Mustang, they can see them both.
Yeah.
And
you always end up giving the Mustang then.
Yeah, most of the people end up going to the Mustang, but I mean the Camaro's a quality vehicle. Comes with a 100,000-mile warranty backed by General Motors too.
Yeah, so you got the protection, you got the peace of mind, you got a clean automobile, and you got it at less money than what you're going to pay anywhere else. But if you want a convertible one, I just got pointed out to this one. So let's shop the Camaro, Mustang, and convertible. And so you can weigh that in. I mean, here's the 2012. This is clean too.
Oh yeah, this one's just priced over $30,000 because it's a 2012. It's not the SS, but it is just as loaded, and you can see here black on black, beautiful vehicle.
Yeah. So and no matter what you're looking for, but if we could, let's talk about one more time, because if you're out there and you're looking for a pre-owned automobile and you want to peace of mind, that certified program that you got, if it's a Ford and on this lot and everything, you got those certified Fords, that's the way to go.
172-point inspection by a master technician in the back. It's brought up to like new standards, everything Ford original parts. and you get a 100,000-mile warranty backed by Ford.
Yeah, and you can't get peace of mind all the way. So while you're paying for that, sometimes if you find the right vehicle, you get a better deal than what you can if you buy it brand new. When you're talking about that extended out there and everything, and you're most likely going to find it right here at Sheridan Ford. Remember, $300 or less. Buying clean cars. If you're looking to sell your car, you heard what they just did with that Land Rover. Gave a better price, and it wasn't negotiation. Here's what we'll give you. That type of deal. And the guy was, like you said, tickled.
I'll print you up basically a slip saying this is what I can give you for it, and you make the decision. We're very easy.
Yeah, so it's all here for you. Remember, it's Ford, Sheridan Ford on the Kirkwood Highway. Dave's here, Rob's here, but you got a great team all the way around.
We have a great team. Right now we have 11 salespeople, 4 different managers, 2 finance guys. We are a family here. And you can see with our inventory out here, we're stacking them deep here, and we're trying to sell them cheap, Tim.
And great rates right now, too. So
yeah, a lot of the new cars have 0% and rebate.
I was looking at it. I saw the sign up there. And you can see the signage. You're going down the Kirkwood Highway. Keep an eye out for Sheridan Ford on the Kirkwood Highway. That's where you're going to find Dave and the entire gang. Tell them to come down and see you, Dave.
Come see me, Dave Willis. I'll make you a great deal.